This is Nightline.
Tonight, Tyler Perry accused.
He reached down and pulled my underwear down and grabbed my ass.
The media titan and creator of the character Medea.
You want this half? You want this half?
Debuting in Diary of a Mad Black Woman. The target of a $260 million lawsuit from an actor who says Perry sexually harassed and assaulted him. Claims Perry denies.
He kind of grabbed my arms and said, no, it's okay. Just go with it.
Speaking out on television for the first time.
There's a lot of shame, I think.
If you were to talk to Tyler Perry right now, what would you say?
Plus, General Hospital love scam. The $80,000 AI hoax.
Hello, Abigail. I love you so much, darling.
That made one fan think she was having a relationship with star Steve Burton.
It's obvious. Something big is going on here.
What he's saying to his fans. And Girls Trip Hack. How one group of friends figured out how to vacation together, stress-free.
We've been able to connect so much more freely, not having to worry about money at all.
Why they say it's more fun than ever. Plus, it's Air, a sneak peek at Apple's new rollout. Do the new features live up to the hype?
From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline.
Thanks for joining us. Tonight, an ABC News exclusive. Tyler Perry accuser Derek Dixon in his first TV interview since filing a lawsuit against the media mogul, sharing allegations of sexual assault and harassment. Perry denies these claims, but Dixon says he's speaking out now to try to stop a billionaire who won't stop himself. Here's ABC's Linsey Davis.
He reached down and pulled my underwear down and grabbed my ass.
Actor Derek Dixon details the alleged sexual harassment and assaults he says he endured from Tyler Perry in his first television interview since filing a $260 million lawsuit against the media mogul, allegations Perry denies.
What made you decide to come forward with your story?
I wanted to speak out and not stay silent about it anymore.
Dixon starred as Dale in Tyler Perry's BET series, The Oval.
Why are you yelling? I'm in this too, remember?
You're not in it. Did you get shot at?
No, I actually got shot.
He appeared in 85 episodes between 2021 and 2025.
Tell us about the first time you ever met Tyler Perry.
Yeah, I met him at his studio opening party in 2019. I was working for an events company, and he said to me, are you an actor? And I said, well, not right now. I'm working on it, but not right now. And he said, yeah, you are. We need to talk. You should get my number and we'll talk about this.
Tyler Perry launched his own career in the 1990s.
You want this half? You want this half?
But it was his 2005 breakout film Diary of a Mad Black Woman, which debuted at #1 in the box office, that propelled him to superstardom. His title character, Medea, kicking off a wildly successful movie franchise that included Medea's Family Reunion. And Medea goes to jail.
But you're getting the Godders when they didn't do anything to you to get you.
Yeah, but if the Godders get me, I'm going to get my Glock.
Perry's media empire grew with TV shows like Tyler Perry's House of Pain.
Wait, where are you going? To go find my heart.
And Sisters.
It was nice to have you there to defend me.
His production company, Tyler Perry Studios, based in Atlanta, is one of the largest film studios in the country. The sets include suburban neighborhoods, even a mock White House.
I want people to walk through these gates, walk through these doors, walk in this moment and go, man, if he did it, I can do it too.
In 2021, his prolific career landed him on the Forbes billionaires list. Derek Dixon says when they first met, Perry took a strong interest in his career.
Did any of your initial interactions give you pause?
A few of them were, did give me pause, but they weren't bad enough to think like this was a dangerous situation in the beginning.
According to your lawsuit, at one point early on, he bought you a car.
Yeah, he'd seen my Jeep around the studio that I was driving, and he said, that's not a great car. And then around Christmas, he said, basically Merry Christmas, like you go to the Kia dealership and select a car.
In early 2020, you land the role of Dale on The Oval. Was that a dream job?
It was, yeah, it was. To be a series regular on a show was something I always dreamed about.
The complaint includes multiple screenshots of text messages allegedly between Dixon and Perry.
Picture where he's on the jet ski. I said, nice picture. And he said, yeah, the water looks calm. And he said, nice picture. You don't see that stud in that picture? Rude. And I said, LOL, yes, that's a stud. And all these texts, I tried to de-escalate them and make a joke out of them.
Some of the messages more sexual in nature.
One of them says, what's it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Have y'all found that in therapy yet? I would hope that you would let someone hold you and make love to you.
Now, the complaint also alleges that in January of 2020, there was an escalation from the text messages to Tyler Perry's behavior becoming physical. Can you explain that first alleged incident?
We're having some drinks in his guest house, and it was late at night, and he has a guest quarters and said that you can sleep there. I got into bed, and then I noticed that he climbed into bed with me as well and started rubbing my leg. And I jumped up out of bed, and he said, turn around so I can look at you, and just commented on how I looked, and then he got up and left. So I thought after that instance, it was pretty clear that I was not interested in that type of a relationship. I think it's okay that people try to, make a move or shoot their shot, but if they get rejected, I think that they should stop. And so I thought it would stop after that, and it didn't.
In his complaint, Dixon says he feared for his career if he did not engage with and endure Perry's sexual harassment.
At the end of the second season, Dale gets shot in the chest 4 times. Why was that especially concerning for you?
Sorry. How much is it?
What it meant to me was if I don't make him happy, I could stay dead on the show.
You're also a screenwriter and had written a TV series called Losing It. Tell us about that.
He ended up wanting to read it, and I at first was too embarrassed to even send to him, but he did, and he said he loved it and wanted to shoot the pilot for it. Let's
go to June of 2021, another alleged incident that you outline in your lawsuit where you're again at Tyler Perry's home in Atlanta, and it ends up with you locking yourself in a bathroom.
We started out having drinks in the living room like we, have done before, and it got to a point in the night where, we were both kind of feeling drunk, and I remember we were walking back to the guest area where I've stayed before, and there was this health monitor scale on the way. And I was like, what is that? And he said, well, you have to be in your underwear to measure, whatever, so you should do it. He reached down and pulled my underwear down and grabbed my ass, and I, tried to stop him and pull back my underwear up, and he kind of grabbed my arms and said, no, it's okay, just go with it. And I said, stop, I don't want to be naked, I don't want this. And he was just like, no, I'm not gonna hurt you, and just continued. And in that moment, unless someone's been through something where they have their control over their bodies taken away, you don't really understand the kind of feelings that you get in that moment. It was almost like every thought came through my head: to run, to fight, to freeze. I didn't know what to do.
He says he de-escalated and distracted Perry, and eventually locked himself alone in the guest house bathroom.
The day after that, he called several times, and I ended up getting afraid of what was going on the other side. So I picked up, and that's when he said, he was sorry for what happened. He doesn't know why he did that, and that maybe he was self-sabotaging or something. And in the same call, he said, and don't worry, we're going to do your show.
Dixon tells us he last spoke to Perry in the spring of 2024 and left the show in September of that year.
What ultimately became of your pilot, Losing It?
Yeah, it hasn't gone anywhere. He still owns the rights to it, so I can't now go and sell it.
Then in January, Dixon filed a complaint with the EEOC, the federal agency responsible for protecting workers from discrimination.
What kind of a toll would you say that this has all taken on you?
I was extremely anxious. The calls got to a point where the calls and texts were almost every day, and just this constant state of if I don't answer, I will lose my job. I'll be fired or killed off the show was, I mean, it took a huge toll on my anxiety and depression.
You're asking in your lawsuit for damages totaling $260 million. How did you arrive at that number?
Yeah, part of that number is my lost job, my lost income, the loss of the show. The other part of that is a deterrent for, how do you stop a billionaire who won't stop themselves from doing this?
Dixon says coming forward has been difficult.
It's a vulnerable thing to talk about, I think, for anybody. There's a lot of shame, I think, around it. Just trying to think what you could have done better and having to deal with the judgment of what, everyone might think of how you could have handled it better without being in that situation.
Perry has not yet responded to the lawsuit in court filings. In a statement to ABC News, his lawyer called Dixon a, quote, individual who got close to Tyler Perry for what now appears to be nothing more than setting up a scam, and that Tyler will not be shaken down, and we are confident these fabricated claims of harassment will fail.
If you were to talk to Tyler Perry right now, what would you say?
I hope that you take accountability for what happened, and I hope that this has taught you not to treat your employees this way and to never use someone's dream to coerce them into a relationship that's not professional.
What would justice look like for you?
Justice would look like thinking that I've made a change and that something like this won't happen to another actor that works for him or another actor in the industry. That would be justice for me.
Our thanks to Linsey. Up next, how fake AI-generated videos of General Hospital star Steve Burton scammed a woman out of more than $80,000, and what the actor himself is warning his fans. Welcome back. Authorities are investigating a stunning scam. A lovelorn woman allegedly swindled out of more than $80,000 through fake AI-generated videos of General Hospital star Steve Burton. It's a Romeo scam allegation first reported by our LA station, KABC. Here's ABC's Matt Gutman.
Does it ever feel a little bit familiar?
Authorities are investigating a shocking scam using the AI-generated likeness of General Hospital star Steve Burton.
Hello, Abigail. I love you so much, darling. I had to make this video to make you happy, my love.
Vivian Ruvalcava says her mother, Abigail, believed she was in a relationship with the actor after receiving fake videos like this.
I hope this puts a smile on your heart.
Which looked and sounded like the real Steve Burton.
Something big is going on here.
According to a police report, her mother sent the scammer posing as Burton more than $81,000 in prepaid gift cards, cash, and Bitcoin after he told her he lost property in the LA fires.
Know that nothing will ever make me hurt you or lie to you, my queen.
Vivian, outraged.
I'm sickened by it because it went this far. Why didn't I know this? Why didn't I see what was happening? What did I miss?
She says her mom has bipolar disorder, was in a manic phase, and fell hard for the fake Steve Burton.
In her head, there was no scammer. She was talking to Steve Burton the entire time.
Eventually, the family told police she even sold her condo for $350,000 until her daughter learned of the scam just in time.
Had I not intervened when I did, she was scheduled to send the scammer $70,000 out of that money that was sitting there. She's ashamed. And to put that stress on me, on herself, on my dad, the entire family, I know it weighs heavy on her.
Our station, KABC in Los Angeles, showing Steve Burton the fake video, and Burton with a message to his fans.
First of all, I don't need your money. I would never ask for money. I see people come to my appearances and look at me like they've had a relationship online for a couple years, and I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. And you just see, it's so sad, you see the devastation.
Our thanks to Matt. The LAPD tells ABC News they are still investigating this case. But we turn now to a group of friends who hacked their vacation plan and came up with a way to avoid the stress of divvying up expenses. So creative, it went viral. Here's ABC's Rebecca Jarvis.
My girlfriend and I are currently on a holiday.
Kim Brindell and her 5 best friends have known each other for over 20 years. From weekend getaways to unforgettable adventures, the group shares a love of travel that's only deepened their bond over the years. But like with any group trip, the hassle of splitting expenses became a consistent burden. That was until one of them had a better idea at the end of a trip 3 years ago.
We were frantically trying to work out who owed who what and calculate everything to be able to square up at the end of the holiday. And one of the friends said, oh, this would be so much easier if we had a shared bank account. And at first we all just laughed it off. And then we were like, wait, that's actually kind of genius. And we'd actually opened it by the end of breakfast.
Each woman contributes $20 a week to the shared account to be used for any and all travel expenses, including airfare, lodging, and dining. And if someone can't come or participate in certain activities, the group has a way to handle it.
There's been a time when one of the friends has been pregnant, which meant she didn't drink on the trip. And so we just all individually buy our drinks. We've actually had one of the friends not be able to come after we'd booked. However, she didn't expect any money back, but the rest of us friends thought we could probably calculate how much she'd actually put in that would have contributed. We just thought, well, the right thing to do would be to refund her, because I think we've very much taken the approach that it all comes out in the wash, or it all comes back to you eventually as well.
Kim says taking the stress out of budgeting and splitting costs has made their friendship even stronger.
Instead of thinking about cost being a barrier to splurge on that extra glass of wine, you just do it and you don't have to think about it. So it's made our trips actually so much more fun, and we've been able to connect so much more freely, not having to worry about money at all.
Our thanks to Rebecca. When we return, Apple unveils a new trove of phones and gadgets aimed at doing it faster, lighter, and in multiple languages. Are they worth the hefty sticker price? And finally tonight, Apple-palooza. The tech giant tonight unveiling the new iPhone 17. It's thinnest ever, with what it says is an all-day battery life and upgraded cameras. The new Apple Watch, well, it can detect if its wearer has high blood pressure. The company's new AirPods are equipped with AI-powered translation, which can convert French, Spanish, German, and Portuguese in real time, with 4 more languages to be added. The new phones and gadgets go on sale later this month. And that's when we'll see if it's worth it. That's Nightline. You can watch all of our full episodes on Disney Plus and Hulu. We'll see you right back here same time tomorrow. Thanks for staying up with us. Good night, America.